What is up? YouTube. How y'all doing, y'all? Hey, I'm going back to the Philippines, baby. I need another vacation, man. Well, this not gonna be a vacation, y'all. Check this out. I'm going back to the Philippines. We're gonna start in the Philippines promoting our other channel. Y'all go to the Music Recording Network stream. Go to the search engine or check the links below. The Music Recording Network stream. Our stream channel. We are trying to get people to support our other channel, man, just in case, because you know you got haters and everything. Just in case YouTube, I'm not saying they are, and I'm not wishing this on anything, but we need a backup plan. So our other channel is the backup plan, man. Check this out. Busta Rhymes confronts 50 Cent over leaked tapes. Oh my gracious, man. Tension's insane. I got your tapes, baby. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope y'all are doing good. Uncle Mike is sitting here doing his best. I'm human. I make mistakes. You know, I'm not saying that I'm the baddest thing since sliced bread. I do know music. I know recording. I know audio. We did a Candace Owens video, and her microphone sounded so good. And I meant to say that in the video. Man, her mic sounds very good. So anyway, if you're doing a YouTube channel, man, I can help you with that and all that type of stuff. But hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Love my echo. Let's check it out.
I hear somebody say,
disclaimer.
"Oh, he's cute. I want him." So when I heard that, I turned around like, "Man, did he just say that?" Like, all this jewelry to attract some men in here? You wild. Shocked me.
Talking about Busta Rhymes.
And that was the guy that Busta Rhymes pulled back?
He pulled him into the section. Pulled him into the section, and then they walled him off like this man. I'm like, damn. And that little dude was so happy. He couldn't believe that. He was shocked.
Busta Rhymes is heated right now, and word on the street is he's allegedly threatening 50 Cent over some wild footage that's about to drop in 50's explosive new Diddy documentary. We all know 50's been stacking dirt on Diddy for years, especially
50?
around those infamous FO parties. But what's really got 50? Busta sweating? Sources are whispering that there's actual footage of Busta caught right in the middle of the madness with Diddy, and that ain't even the craziest part.
We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too. That from trying to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
What's that name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
That's the first time I heard Terrence Howard name being dropped in one of these videos, man. And I really think Orlando Brown is mixing a little fakeness with truth. And I think he dropped. I'm just telling y'all what I believe. You can take it take it to the bank or not. Don't take it to the bank because it might bounce. But Terrence Howard, this was the first time I ever heard his name. I ain't heard anything else about Terrence Howard, period. So I think that the cover up that he's telling, like, man, ain't nobody gonna believe me. This is all for YouTube. You know, I said Terrence Howard name, I said this person name, and I ain't done nothing with them. So your secret is still safe with me. That's what I think he doing.
Drake?
Being smart.
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
Like Drake.
What's that name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher. And,
Why you not
I'm telling you, bro.
He said Usher is a gusher.
My dad's friends. My dad sent his baddest friends on me.
Who's your dad?
Lucifer.
A few months back,
God.
Busta's former bodyguard, Big Homie CC, came out swinging with claims that Busta's been into fun boys for a long time and said the club scene always knew the deal. According to him, whenever Busta pulled up to a club, promoters allegedly had young dudes lined up in VIP just to keep him entertained. And now, 50 might be sitting on proof. Insiders say there's video from one of Diddy's parties showing Busta and Diddy caught up in a full-blown freak-off with multiple men. And these men are rumored to be adult workers that Diddy personally brought in for the night. The footage? Supposedly wild. And it gets even messier. Multiple men are now stepping forward, claiming Busta allegedly made inappropriate moves on them. These guys are saying every time they bumped into him, he was trying to reel them into some Diddy-style after-hours action. One of them even said Busta kept pressing him to come party with the crew.
These sensitive-ass that just came out of this little, I don't know where they come from, but niggas be getting wild emotional. Niggas be turning into big super police. Just be trying to have fun.
Busta ever try to phone me? Hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Silly with that 9 milli, what the devil, yo? Yeah, I do his better than him. He better not play with me. I will and perform Busta Rhymes show.
Do it, right?
Yeah.
I know
he did it.
You've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now.
I'm walking through the crowd and somebody grabs my hand. Just softly put their hand in my hand and just hold it. So I look, you know, and I see this big chain that said flip mode. I look up and it's Busta Rhymes.
Don't say that on here. They call them fun boys. They say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope. Tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us.
Now, with 50 producing this tell-all Netflix doc, Busta's alleged threats aren't doing a thing. If anything, he might have just guaranteed himself a bigger spotlight in the film. So now the question is, what exactly does 50 have on Busta that's got him this rattled? Why is he trying so hard to stop this footage from going public? Something's definitely about to blow up. With all the heat and wild claims flying Busta Rhymes' way, you already know 50 Cent wasn't about to stay quiet.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know
he did it.
You've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, you know, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
Was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what's going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s, and Keefy D said he paid him to Tupac.
Yeah.
It's a little, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ create a docuseries, they went to Tubi, but...
Right before they both hit the stage at the Humor and Harmony Comedy Fest, 50 came through with some serious trolling, and maybe a little warning too. He joked that Busta might show up in that infamous yellow leather fit from the 1999 MTV VMAs. Yeah, that one. 50 even posted the throwback pic on social media, saying, Busta cannot wear this to Humor and Harmony. Busta, I don't care who made the outfit. You gotta come with some fly-ish to Shreveport. LOL. Of course, Busta didn't stay silent. He fired right back with an AI-generated photo of 50 Cent looking wild, captioned, I keep telling y'all the blessings don't stop, so we ain't never gonna stop. I thought it was Father's Day. 50 Cent, and you out here looking like this. Don't let me find out this, how you be in the mirror preparing your look for Shreveport.
He says, you know, I'm about to go in this club. You know, we got a section, you know, you can come in with me if you want. And I'm like, word, for real? Like, that's what's up. Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I gotta, you know, tell my people. I was like, I come in, you know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, just let me know, you know, tell them that you coming in there to meet with me and come on up. And I was like, bet. So, of course, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes is one of my favorite artists.
At first, it seemed like just playful back and forth, two legends clowning around for laughs. But now, sources are saying 50 wasn't joking. Word is, he might really be holding on to some crazy footage of Busta tied up in some messy moments with Diddy. And before we even get into the alleged videos, we gotta rewind to those other disturbing claims about what was really going down in Busta's VIP section.
I seen you talking about Busta Rhymes before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Super zest monster. For sure, bro. That's my thing, bro. Like, this been common knowledge, though. Like,
common knowledge.
All my promoter homies would always say, man, you know, we gotta bring some we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it on that. They call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause, you know, I bodyguarded for Ghostface before, you feel me? And being around him, you hear things, you feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan, you feel me? Like every cookout she playing it, all his little fast rapping, all of that, him and Craig Mack playing.
His former bodyguard, Big Homie CC, sat down with the art of dialogue and didn't hold back. He called Busta a super zest monster and claimed Busta's been moving real suspect around young dudes for years. This drama is spiraling fast, and if what 50's holding turns out to be real, it might just blow the lid off everything.
Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
Nah, I never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin. And the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. But I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. He stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro. You ain't never heard about this before, have you? But this common knowledge, bro. Like, if you in the mix, if you in the mix, like I've been in the mix, you know that.
Big Homie CC says this has been one of those industry open secrets for years, especially among club promoters. Allegedly, whenever Busta Rhymes was booked for a party, the promoters already knew the drill. They had to make sure his VIP section was fully stocked with entertainment. And not the usual kind either. Big Homie even spilled tea about one wild night at the club with actor-model Don Benjamin and one of Don's friends, a gay man. And according to him, the second Busta laid eyes on that man, it was game on. No hesitation. Busta apparently snatched the dude right into his VIP and wouldn't let him out.
Documentary comes out called
oh my goodness,
Quiet on Set.
I never had to work for Nickelodeon. I work for Disney. We don't do those things.
Oh man, not the exhale.
Well, shout out to Nick Cannon. I won't do his money like that. What I will do is I'll say that the owner of Nickelodeon is Jeffrey Epstein. The guy that they've been trying to follow. And okay, now look at the characteristics of everything they said, and then look at everything that he did. I'm not gonna do that to Nick's money though. That's my brother.
Big Homie claimed Busta was all over that man the entire night, making sure he stayed real close. And apparently, this wasn't a one-time thing. This was routine. Promoters already knew that if Busta was pulling up, they had to round up the finest looking men to keep in his section, because once he picked one, it was a wrap. He even said Busta kept calling that man cute all night and made it very clear he wasn't letting him leave the VIP. It was like once you were in, there was no backing out. But here's where it gets even crazier. Big Homie claims the industry's been aware of Busta's true preferences for over a decade. And when asked why no one ever put it out there, his answer was simple. Everybody wants to be in that VIP section with Busta. But just when you think it couldn't get messier, Big Homie dropped one more bomb that barely gets talked about, and it might be the biggest one yet.
How long has it been like this known about Busta Rhymes?
Well, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How can we think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matters most to them. That matters so much to people. It's crazy. Like, but if you notice, like, there's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like,
and it's I want to let the record show, man. Us straight people, it ain't no problem if Busta was on the other team, or that's what he like, it's the same people on our team. I'm trying to make it nice. Ain't no problem with that. Here's where the problem comes in, that you acting like you straight, or you acting like you. But then again, I ain't never seen him like pushing up on any girls in any of his videos. Y'all let me know. Let me know in the comments, is Busta shooting videos like, give me some more, hey baby, and talking to girls? It'd be better if he was doing that to boys, if that's what he's into. There's nothing wrong with that. I got a lot of friends that are gay and they openly gay. They clearly know where I stand at, you know, and every now and then they'll throw a little, Uncle Mike, you looking cute today. No, I ain't. I gotta go change because I want the girls to say that to me, not you. And that's what I say. We laugh and keep it moving. You know, it ain't nothing wrong with being, we think that it's something wrong with covering it up and acting like you not.
Like what? Why you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section. That ain't weird to nobody. I'm going to the bar, sorry. Text me if it get dangerous. But there's all this club security in here, like nothing's finna happen. Nobody wanna
Right.
Bro. Like, when I get jobs from people who really got a threat on their life, I move way different. But man, you ask, bro, anybody that's in the mix, bro, like you know, bro, most of these dudes, bro, putting on a major act. They don't want to be themselves.
It's crazy.
They'll get mad at you for buying bottles of champagne to get the girls. They'll get mad, oh, we don't want these bottle rats in our section. What are we here for? Why are y'all here then? What are y'all here for? Just because y'all got booked to be here, okay, but sometimes they not booked. They just in there. So, and what they looking for, it ain't gonna be what you thinking of, oh God.
Big Homie CC didn't just stop at club stories. He brought up something way deeper. He talked about Busta's alleged history of putting hands on women and hinted there might be a hidden reason behind it. According to Big Homie, just like a lot of down low men, Busta might be carrying built-up resentment toward women. And it's been showing for years. Now, if you're thinking this is just one bodyguard clout chasing, think again. A whole lineup of dudes has stepped forward with their own wild stories about Busta. Back in 2020, social media personality 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 dropped a video on YouTube where he claimed Busta personally tried to pick him up in NYC while he was on his way to a Halloween party. Tripp said Busta invited him to VIP, and at first, it felt like a regular club vibe. Nothing crazy. But that night went left real quick.
I'm walking, New York City, you know, going to a club. It was Halloween weekend, you know, everybody was out. And it was this party we was going to, me, my boy, and his friend that had came in from Detroit. And I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now I ain't know it was Busta at first. You know, Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here. So the first thing I noticed was this big flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I'm like, and I look up, I'm like, oh, what's up, Busta? What's up? Now he holding my hand the whole time. I'm like, what's up, man? He like, what you doing? And I was like, oh, me and my people, we about to go to this club around the corner. What's up, man? You know, and then I noticed throughout my peripheral vision, the side eye, this big bodyguard in black. Just standing there, you know, looking around, you know, looked at me, you know, still looking around. Meanwhile, Busta still got my hand in.
Trip ended up in a heated fight with his own friend who was not feeling the idea of rolling up to Busta's party. Things got so intense, it turned into a full-blown street argument. Trip said the drama shook him so bad, he ended up ditching the entire club plan. And his friend bounced, leaving him stranded in the middle of NYC. But honestly, that might have been a blessing in disguise. Because with all the whispers about what really goes down in Busta's VIP section, who knows what could have happened if Trip actually pulled up. Then in 2021, the rumors started swirling again. Word was Busta was back outside, allegedly trying to scoop up men again. And to make it even messier, paparazzi supposedly caught him leaving a gay pride event with a trans woman. Yeah, that definitely had folks talking. And just when the internet started to calm down, Orlando Brown jumped in and shook things all the way up, claiming he had been with multiple industry men. This Busta situation keeps getting messier by the minute. Now, yeah, a lot of folks don't take Orlando Brown too seriously when he goes off on his wild rants, but if you really listen to his more recent interviews, where he sounds way more focused, you'll notice he's actually making sense. He might just be dropping real gems that people are brushing off. Now, Busta possibly being on the down low is one thing, but let's not ignore the bigger issue here. Just like Diddy, Busta's got a history of putting his hands on people over some of the pettiest stuff. His legal troubles didn't start yesterday, and they go way back to 2006. That's when prosecutors tried to hit him with a weapons charge over a random street incident. And get this. According to Billboard, Busta allegedly had a machete stashed in his ride. Fast forward to 2007, and boom, he's back in trouble again. This time, he got slapped with a misdemeanor after allegedly roughing up his own driver over a money issue. Busta eventually pleaded guilty to both cases and landed himself 3 years of probation.
I got to ask you, there has been so much going on in the music industry pertaining to Diddy. How closely are you paying attention to his case, the allegations?
I don't pay attention to none of it. I just kind of like to pay attention to the truth. I don't really like to speak on situations that I'm not well versed in, and that's not really my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I wish the best for everyone involved. God bless everyone involved. And, you know, I think that we should all kind of be a little more mindful of how much we speak on other things when it's as sensitive as this. People don't keep in mind the effect of what their opinion can have. And I think it's really, really important that we reserve our opinions until we understand what the undisputed truth is.
Have you had the chance to speak to Diddy?
I spoke to him a few times before, like, it got a little out of control. A lot of the times when people are going through things,
I spoke to him before it got out of
the
control.
Space and the privacy that they need to process how they're going to deal with the things that they're going through. I just want to see the right end result for everyone.
But the chaos, it didn't stop there. In 2009, the New York Post dropped a whole expose after Busta was forced to cough up $75,000 to a fan. Why? Because the fan said Busta straight up flipped on him, allegedly launched water bottles at him, and had his bodyguard punch him in the face. And all the man did was try to leave the show early. According to the fan, he had pulled up hoping to see Fabulous. But when Fab didn't show, he stood up to dip out while Busta was still performing. That's when Busta allegedly lost it, shouting, "Get down! I'm not good enough for you?" Before chucking 2 more bottles and having his bodyguard throw hands. With a temper like that, it's honestly no shock that he's been tight with Diddy since the 90s. And it ain't just the rage issues that link these two. Word is, they allegedly both have a thing for much younger men. And let's be real, Busta's name keeps getting thrown in the same circles as Diddy for a reason.
If the man want to get up and leave, what's the problem? I don't care who's on the stage. This a free world. I'm not good enough for you. I'm just going to the bathroom. can I go to the? I gotta sit here and hold my. Who cares where he going? It's a free world. I bought my ticket. I can leave whenever I want. My ticket doesn't say I have to stay here the whole time.
Chucking 2 more bottles and having his bodyguard throw hands. With a temper like that, it's honestly no shock that he's been tight with Diddy since the 90s. And it ain't just the rage issues that link these two. Word is, they allegedly both have a thing for much younger men. And let's be real, Busta's name keeps getting thrown in the same circles as Diddy for a reason. This rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper. Busta's whole attitude around this Diddy mess is starting to look real suspicious. When the allegations against Diddy first started bubbling up, Busta jumped out quick, telling fans to hold off on judgment and reserve their opinions. But why would you even feel the need to say that? Unless you were low-key trying to defend someone, especially when we're talking about serious accusations, DVSA, multiple alleged victims, and some of them reportedly young. Telling people to mind their business in a situation like that,
and one of them got some straight up undisputable evidence that Diddy has actually said, I hit rock bottom. I was looked up. Well, sometimes you got to do that. He admitted to that. What you got to say about that, Busta? That's what you should have said.
It doesn't just sound weird, it makes you look shady. Now fast forward to today, Diddy's scandal has fully exploded. We've got federal raids, multiple lawsuits piling up, and now an official indictment. And what's Busta doing? Acting like he don't even know Diddy. Suddenly, he's dodging questions, staying quiet, and moving like he was never part of that circle.
Like
but let's keep
else.
it real. He ain't gonna be able to run from this for much longer. Word in the streets is that 50 Cent's upcoming Diddy documentary is about to start naming names, and Busta Rhymes is supposedly on that list. And if there's one thing we know about 50, no, he don't forget nothing. He's one of the very few rappers who straight up refused to party with Diddy. He saw the vibes early on and decided to stay out of it. But that don't mean he wasn't paying attention. Nope. 50 been watching everything from the sidelines, taking notes on every rapper who said yes to Diddy's exclusive invites. Now, it's his time. 50's coming with receipts, and this Netflix documentary, sources say it's about to shake the entire industry. No filters, no protection, and nobody is safe. If Busta's really got skeletons in the closet, this might be the moment they all come crashing out. The street's been talking for years about certain rappers who allegedly had some wild nights with Diddy, and insiders are now saying Busta Rhymes' name is definitely on that list. While there's still no official release date for 50 Cent's upcoming documentary, what we do know is that it's being produced by G-Unit Films and Television Inc., and it's coming straight to Netflix. Even more wild, it's being directed by none other than Alex Stapleton, an Emmy award-winning filmmaker and executive producer. That means this isn't just gossip, it's about to be a high-quality, no-holds-barred expose with receipts. And here's where things get extra messy. Busta already knows what's coming. Sources close to him say he's been moving real nervous behind the scenes, allegedly trying to pull strings and even reaching out to 50 with warnings like, keep my name out of it. But let's be honest, if you know 50 Cent, then you already know how this plays out. The more you try to shut him up, the harder he comes for you. Busta's warnings probably just added fuel to 50's fire, and if Busta really is caught up in Diddy's mess, there's no way 50 is cutting him out now. So now the million-dollar question, what's Busta so scared of? If there's nothing to hide, why not just brush it off and keep it pushing? The fact that he's allegedly scrambling behind closed doors has people raising eyebrows. So what do you think? Is Busta just getting dragged into drama by association, or is there really something he's trying to hide? And
man, I'm gonna let y'all know, man. I was gonna go back here. Oh man, I ain't gonna be able to find it. Imagine you at a Diddy's party. All these people, that scene, okay, I'll just talk about the scene. When Kevin Hart was hosting that scene and all them people at a Diddy party, Usher showed up, just got off the plane, and he said, wait, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. Oh, wait a minute, pause. Before pause was invented, that scene, and Kevin said, I'm definitely not sitting on the bed. I think Kevin was there to actually host a party. He don't know what time it is. But people that been to them parties and going over and over again, these people know that they got to get freaky in order to move up. That's what was going through my mind. These people know I got to get freaky with male or female in order to get a piece of this pie. I can almost feel that a lot of them people know what's going on. Now, where all these people at now? I don't hear nobody saying nothing other than Kanye West. And we all know how that's going down. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. Let me know in the comments. 50 Cent and Big Meech speak out and all this type of stuff. I should put that up there. Hey, I really think that Busta Rhymes, after all these, at least a whole year I've been covering this stuff or hearing about this stuff, and big homie CC has said something about this stuff. Not one time has Busta came out and denied any of it. Ludacris never came out and denied any of it. Somebody said something about Uncle Mike. I came out and denied it. Play with my name. What's wrong with you? If I make a mistake, I apologize. But I'm real. I try to be extra real because it's any little mistake you make, they try to pin you to the wall for it. God dang. And Puffy, you already made the mistake. I always go by what they said or what they did. That tape was clear, and put the cherry on top of that videotape of him kicking that little girl down the hallway was clear. It wasn't no AI Photoshop. And it was clear that it was him that got on there and did that apology. I'll hit rock bottom. Sometimes you got to reflect. What, boy, you ain't making no speech. Just sit down somewhere. You was wrong. And that let me know that you was beating on Kim. Everybody know it. Even the bodyguards know it. Especially the makeup artist. That's what I want to point out to you guys. That lady, the makeup, that does the makeup, she said that she had to put extra makeup on to cover up her bruises. And she would be sad to do this. Well, why didn't you say nothing? I was just doing my job. This is the words that came out of her mouth. Wait till she take the stand. I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Woo! Peace out.